We made it. It's episode 10. This is the conclusion, but I've titled it Reflection because it's not an ending. It's more of healing, and in my opinion, healing never stops. And a lot of people argue with me about that, and they're just like, oh, well, yeah, it's true, it doesn't stop, but it just gets easier. And I don't think that's true. I just think you get more comfortable in the new stuff. Things change and you settle down. Whereas me, I'm going to constantly keep changing. I don't know what I'm searching for or what I'm chasing, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm never meant to be sat down. I'm going to always move. I don't know, I'm going to always think, I'm going to always do, and I have the most high to give thanks to for that. Although this is a reflection, I just want to remind you that the number six um is not that bad. We see 666 and we're just like, oh no, the devil. And I think it's funny because people that say that out loud and they're like truly scared of a number or like seeing 666, they think it's the devil because they're scared of their reflection. They don't want to see the past. They want to grow from it. They want to be a better person because of it, but that's not really how it. Thank you so much for your support. I'd like to hear your story though. Season 2 will be all about you. Did you see how I found my truth by opening up my past issues? You can too. I'll prove it to you. I'm known for creating safe spaces. I am known for creating safe conversations that are comfortable enough for people to open their heart spaces. It's a gift from the Most High. I wanted to be the first example to show the difference in life when you choose God. Don't believe me? Look back at episode 1. I've grown so much. Even my confidence in how I speak in my poems. I want that for you too, friend. It's a lovely feeling. Own it. It's kind of crazy how the cycle repeats itself again, and you see it in real time, because I'm currently chasing the same energy by giving my love to someone who warns me of them. But wait, where did the cheating begin? 10th freaking grade. Child, starting from the beginning. Before I met the Capricorn, I met a girl. I don't know her sign, but to be honest, it's not important, and I'm still kind of traumatized. She was diagnosed with depression and told me she didn't want to break my heart, and I never listened. I pursued, I fought, I tried everything to get her to want me. I didn't care if she was crazy. So everything that happened to me was my fault, technically. In the beginning, little did I know just how much she was trying to protect me. Remember I said I didn't have to imagine a friend stealing my girl? Yep, I've been in this cycle of cheating before. Since the 10th grade, when I met the girl that introduced me to the Capricorn. There were 4 of us. Me and my, I guess I'd call her ex, because it was, whatever, girl at the time. My friend, and the Capricorn. Not even 3 years later, she changed her gender. Convinced the world she is trans, but in sophomore year, she told me she wasn't even into girls. Her and the Capricorn started to bond a little bit. Capricorn used to sit on her lap and tell her she was gay. Now she no longer exists, because now she is a he. I remember one time the three of us were walking to class and she had a note in her back pocket. She was one of those tomboys with the wagon. You could tell she hated the attention it would get her. The note was written to the Capricorn, saying how much she liked her. Something along those lines. What a coincidence. She slipped it right back in her butt pocket. And since I'm thinking about it, she wrote me a note too. We have fourth block Spanish together. She handed me a note saying she is noticing the Capricorn and I get a little too close. And she asked if I could stop seeing her as often as I was. I couldn't be mad. I had a girlfriend. She asked me out on 11/21. I had a few shorties on my line at that time, and she cut me from all of them. I was the loyal one. So again, where did the cheating begin? One day I went to the Capricorn's house when the girl and I was on a break. We were chilling until she blurted out, "She's cheating on you," like the Mean Girl scene. Yeah, the story added up. And to be honest, I ain't really doubt her. I went home and asked the girl all about it. She goes, "If I knew I lied to her, you would tell me to lie." She tried to play telephone, playing a game because deep down she knew how close we were getting on the side. The friend of ours even got caught up in this web of mine because now she's asking me to keep distance from her shorty. It was the energy we carried. We couldn't see it as kids, but the love we had for each other was deeper than earth could handle. But all we did was deny it. We were each other's first real girlfriend, first love if you ask me. She was a cheater though. She carried that energy from her bald-headed daddy. She cheated on me first with a long-distance phone call she lied about and turned around and accused me. That's where my cheating began, because how dare she cheat on me? The first and last time going through her phone, I'm sure I gave her PTSD. She wasn't sure of the relationship at the time. Well, guess what? She had an opportunity to cheat. She had time behind my back to think about if I was what she wanted. So I took that time as well. Shit, I needed it. I know I'm wrong, but I blame myself for staying in something I knew wasn't helping me grow. Little did I know, each tear was soaked up in the soil, and I water it as I go. I'm growing. I planted my seed with the Most High while in the relationship. I put my feet in the grass and called upon her ancestors to ask for her hand in marriage. After that day, they knew justice needed to be served. Things have gone too far. We met in school and we couldn't leave each other alone since then. She was everything to me in the moment. We lasted for 6.5 years in total, and I wouldn't have chosen a different partner. She loved me the best way she could. I just couldn't see it as a child. Confessions of a cheater, it's not worth losing people over. Regardless if she did cheat on me first, I would have left instead of playing a tit for tat game for years on end. Maybe then I would have still had my best friend. I didn't mean to hurt her. I know I cheated many times, plus telling her about the STD was a surprise, and again, recognizing I should have left. The real reason why was because I wasn't satisfied, so instead of doing right, I looked left. I didn't care about the people I cheated with until I met the Leo and left the Capricorn for her. I cared about my physical ones, which I never received in a 5-year relationship. It was a I'm doing this once and never again moment, because one, she was never going to find out, and two, there was no emotions involved in it. Coincidentally, I was the one who spilled the beans, and then had the audacity to write it down and tell you guys about it in my life story. Confessions of a Cheater, though? I'd never do some dumb shit like that again. Come on now. I've unpacked so much trauma with her than I did with anybody. Maybe that's why the bond was strong and I couldn't move on, because a part of the relationship was comforting. I clung on to parts of me I wasn't ready to change yet, that were directly related to her not wanting to change for me. I see it for what it is now, and I'm grateful to have experienced her love to some degree. A mirror. She reminded me of me. Reflecting back all the things I needed to shed in order to change who I was to grow into whoever I wanted to be. The people in between were building blocks, paths I took to get where I'm going. They each carried an important lesson for the journey. Life is something that is built, discovered, created. I love my life because it is a reflection of how I treat myself and how others treat me. For years, my ex begged me to be myself, but now that I found the potential, she doesn't want to meet the new me. And that's okay. I've done some effed up things to her, but I won't allow the slander on my name as if I was tangling by myself. We are both to blame. While I learned magic, I was able to time travel to that day. In the lunchroom, when I seen her dump her food tray, I told my teenage self not to bother with her because she loved anything light skinned that walked her way. Ever since then, after a week or so, my feelings kind of changed. I no longer thought about her as often. The heartbreak had been sewn up and the bleeding stopped, so my heart wasn't as heavy in the rising when I woke up. Magic truly does numbers, but you know what also does? Moon cycles. Read your chart, bro. After I read my chart, my life got easier, and I was able to get back to my life path just by knowing my life path number. I'm meant to be married with 2 kids on a farm, love story that is created by God. I'm not sure how, when, or where, but I'll trust the process and enjoy the journey until I get there. I say.